Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Be so light. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, I just finished watching with the young one, um, Magnificent 2. I've been wanting to see that, but I remember when it came out in the theater, I didn't have I didn't take the time to really see it. I didn't get a chance to see it. So I think it's kind of interesting that I got a chance to see it today with her. She said, "Do you want to watch a movie with me?" And he goes, "Absolutely. What would you like to watch?" She showed me. I was like, "Yes, let's dive deep into that. Let's watch that." So that movie was right on point. And I remember when it first came out. Hold on a second. Gotta do some mechanics here. Here. I remember when it first came out that Ashira was talking about it and was breaking it down, the message in the movie. And it was showing how, the unity of everybody coming together. So I thought that was really cool. It was a really good movie, had a lot of hidden codes in it. And thank goodness I knew what to look for. Very super coded. It was good though. So let's talk about something. So my VIP members, the validated intergalactic purpose mission people that are standing in their truth and standing in all that they do and walking into their wonderfulness and being in that essence of it to do that portal work. Now there were some things coming up when I first was putting that program together because I kept saying, I really keep hearing I'm supposed to do more of that portal work stuff. And now I've had a huge amount of validation today on things that I was hearing about zero point, things that I was feeling and I was encountering with the different timelines. I purposely say I am in five. I'm choosing to be in the fifth dimension. I'm choosing to move my energy into five. I'm choosing to be there. And the reason why I choose that is because I choose not to be put in fear mode. I choose not to be in all the fear mongering. I choose not to buy into the storyline, all the lies, all the stuff that's going on. I'm choosing not to be a part of that. I'm choosing to see it for what it is. I understand what it is. I choose not to have it interfere with what I'm doing. Period. I go about my day. I do what I need to do. And I don't, it's like, I literally, this is what I said to a lady when I went to Big Lots. And she's wiping down the cart. She was doing all this. This was a couple days ago. And I just go in and I go and do what I need to do. I'm not masking up doing all that stuff because I'm, it's, I'm not on that timeline. I see you. I understand it, but I'm choosing not to be on that timeline. I'm not on that timeline. Period. I'm not on that timeline. I'm not willing to participate or align myself with that timeline. Are you following what I'm saying? So when you don't consent or you reject that energy, the third dimension, it puts you on five. It literally creates space on five. Now, a lot of people today in their readings, they were getting the card create space, create space. A lot of people were getting manifestation. Um, some people today, they got surprise readings on their phone. Didn't know I was going to read for them today, and I just did a surprise reading for them. Um, But I thought it was really interesting that when the lady was wiping down the cart, let me finish that story. When you're moving to five, you'll know that you're moving in and out of fifth dimension because your mind is trying to make sense of things, and you're kind of forgetful. You're kind of like, ooh, in your mind. You're in that space in your mind. But here's the thing. I thought it was really interesting. She's cleaning the cart off. And she says, "Oh, this one's nice, clean, and sterilized." I said, "Oh, darling, that's nice. I'm sorry, I'm not on your timeline." And I just kept going. She looks at me, she's like, "What?" I said, "I'm not on this timeline with all this shenanigans going on. I'm choosing to be somewhere else. I'm choosing to be on the higher timeline, the true organic timeline, which you can be on as long as you give yourself permission to be on it." And it's wonderful because things manifest easier. You get through your day, you get served up wonderful, you meet like-minded people, you're in the heart of alchemy, you're in the heart of moving into all the wonderfulness that you want to do, and there's nothing stopping your creativity or stopping your flow or stopping anything that you're doing. It's all about being in the fifth new energy, which is available to everyone who chooses to go to it. But if you are someone that's feared, that sits in judgment, that's got some friends hanging out on you, that's constantly doing drugs every day and drinking every day, you're not going to be there. Point blank, period. Sorry. The train is just going to pass you by and you're not going to be on it. You're going to stay in three. And three is where you're comfortable in that energy. Now, everyone probably said, well, you got to go to four and say, well, yeah, you have the bridge, which is four, it's a holding space. But my mind is all about, no, I'm on five because I'm tired. I don't have time for three. I don't have time for three. I don't have time to be holed up in four to think about it. I already know what I'm doing. Now, this is where it gets really cool because like-minded people who are moving to that frequency, getting these encouragements when to move to different states and da 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 da, and when your time is up at a certain place where you're living and you have to move and da 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 da. However, that's playing out. One of the most beautiful things that's happening is we are connecting with each other, rather it be through platforms, rather it be through podcasts, rather it be through meeting someone face to face. Like-minded people with the same vibration that are moving into five are meeting up. And I'm sorry, that whatever rules or what that plays out on three doesn't match on five. Five is like gold card, go. And I love it. I love it because things fall into place. There's no waiting around for trying to create something that you're trying to create or do something that you're trying to do. It flows and it's nice. Now, there is a little bit of kind of like magical, energetic difference because you got to horn your energy gifts and powers a little bit differently. They're upgraded. So you kind of you have to get used to your new alchemy of self. Let's just put it that way. You have to get used to. You have to get used to the energy. You have to get used to being on that frequency. If that makes any sense. Being on it. Because whatever three offers is not an upgrade. It's not a level up. It's not authentic. It's all artificial, reverse crap. Remember when I was telling you about the time when they were saying, oh, you can't eat eggs, don't eat eggs, nobody eat eggs. Okay, sheep followers, don't eat eggs. All right. 10 years later, they'll come back and say, oh, you can have eggs now. You can have eggs. Simon Says eat eggs. Really? So those of us that are light workers and warriors and way showers and seers and mage and magi's and whatever else we're calling ourselves, we just don't have time for three. And that's how you have to think. That's how you have to be. And if you're a business owner and you got all kind of shenanigans going on in your business, you need to be able to say, what timeline do I need to align myself on? What timeline do I really need to be on right now? That is going to give me the correct time alignment. You have to align yourself on that. So it's just amazing because you literally can feel the difference. You literally will see the difference of your body kind of compensating to move in between the dimensions, and really doing that. You really got to stay on top of what you're eating and what you're putting in your food. Your body's going to tell you, I don't want that. Eat this. Oh, you're going to eat that? Okay, there's going to be some kind of slow up for that. So your body's really going to tell you what you can and cannot eat. It's going to tell you when you just need to just sit your butt down and just rest and stop moving around, because your body needs you to receive some codes. So my VIP members, this is really important for you if you're watching this video, because the work that you're doing right now isn't all about what you're trying to manifest. It's all about how you are imprinting the activation of your light portal of what you're creating into the new timeline. So if you're switching and moving it into that new timeline, that's where you're putting your attention. Instead of running yourself around in a circle, constantly repeating the same thing over and over and over, to the point to where you're not getting the results that you need. Okay? So you literally have to think about how you're moving your energy, how you're getting yourself into that space and creating. And where are you truly creating from? Are you creating from a place of knowingness, or are you creating from a place of stuckness? Are you getting more of that? So when your portals are fully activated and when you're doing the activation breath, you need to make sure you're doing that every single day. You are keeping the momentum going. As soon as you stop dropping off and then getting kind of lazy, it drops off. Then you got to work a little bit harder to keep that. And then you're going to say, I don't feel anything. Well, are you working it? Because if you're not breathing into it, you're not connecting to it, you're not keeping the momentum going. And that's 3 activated light portals that you have going right now that you really need to stay in that focus line with. This is not something that you just do for just whatever. You are aligning your energy onto the new timeline. This is where you are taking your creation. This is where you are going to show up at to be. And Spiral Light is off the hook right now. It is so precise and straight to the point. Now, a lot of the validations I got today, other light workers were validating it when they were popping up live talking about some of the things. And I go, oh my gosh, yes, that's validation. When you have people, the brighter your light gets, and people that come around you, if they start to feel threatened or negative or whatever, it's so true. Your light is emanating so strongly, it does trigger other people to be a little negative towards you. If they're going to be kind of standoffish, judgmental, oh, I don't know what's going on, I feel something different. Well, yeah, because I'm bringing up your boogeymans off of you that your body has been holding on to, and I come in and now you see me. So I want you to think about this. The people that you're running into now that are kind of sitting off to the side, or kind of like you used to have a really tight relationship with them, and they're kind of different now. They're acting strange. Because if you've been working and you are working your portal and you're doing your light is stronger than theirs, and they can't keep up. So they will fall behind. They can't keep up. They just can't. It's because they need to make a change in doing something. They choose not to. They rather keep whatever they're doing on that level. They rather stay on that level. And then here's another thing. They know that you are moving up in the frequency. They know you're up in their high. Then they'll start doing things, picking you apart, saying things that to make you feel like you're like questioning your abilities or questioning how you're moving up, instead of saying, you're really moving up on that frequency and I see that. Instead of saying that, they're going to say things like, well, some kind of way they'll shift it, trying to make you feel out of sync with what you're experiencing within yourself. Okay. So just be prepared, because I kept hearing yesterday the word 0 point, 0 point. Then somebody said it in their video, and I was like, oh my God, the validation again. We are, when you're hearing certain whispers and stuff like that, and you're wondering who you can kind of bounce it off of, and you might have had a tight connection with someone and you could share things with, but they're just not on that wave anymore with you, because you keep shifting. Every time I get a download or new light codes, I keep going up. And then I'm finding out some people I'm not matching with anymore. And that's okay. That might be just right now, you know. If they choose to kind of get caught up or something or whatever, fine. But just keep going. Just keep it moving, just keep moving forward. Um Doing this portal work and knowing where you need to be is really interesting. And one of the things I find interesting about being on this planet right now, as many times as I've been here, it's kind of boring. I think that's why I want to go home so much all the time. But I know I gotta finish the thing. But it's kind of boring. You want to know why it's boring? Because people get stuck in the same mundane way of being, and you keep waiting for the biggest shift to wake up, and they keep staying in the same freaking thing. They don't change. They don't move out of it. They stay the same way. And it's just like watching the worst movie, and you already know how it's going to end because they keep repeating the same thing. It's like, gosh, can we get over this hump? Can we get over the scratch in the vinyl record? Can you just lift up the needle and get to the new part? Come on. So I find it, very interesting when I look at certain humans in the way they are. Now, this is not talking ego or nothing. It really is. Look at certain humans and look at how they act. Look how there's nobody home. Look at how fear governs them. Look at how they follow as a sheep. Simon says, why? Why are you following like that? You should be questioning things. There should be some kind of alertness that goes on and you question things. But some people just don't. They just go along with the narrative. They believe everything they're told. You got to do better than that with me. I'm a type A personality. I am a Capricorn. I need to see some proof. So, this is why it's really, really important to understand the timelines right now. Like, just doing this video, I can see like wave shiftings happening in between when I'm doing it, because I'm talking about the dimensions and I literally see it. the sun itself, like I said yesterday when I was showing you the beams of light that's coming out of the sun, a friend of mine sent me pictures from Wyoming and was showing what she was seeing, the beams of light coming out and how they were showing up. Um, California right now is in dire need for light workers to really shine their light, to really be stronger, to really anchor in. But there seems to be some brokenness that's happened. It's not as strong like it should be. Now, when you talk about the central states and then the state that's on the far, far east, east coast that's doing very well, it's because the light's up. The light is shining, creating that fifth dimensional tether. But you get over here and it literally is matrix. We got a white sky, we don't have blue light, we don't see the blue sky. Oh, maybe if we shift up and go up in the sky a little higher, we'll see a blue sky. Yes, we will. But it's because we have this energy playing out to play the narrative of oppression, to keep it down, controlling. Don't you find it interesting that the East Coast is excelling, lower East Coast, and the West Coast is depelling. It's holding down. It's like the scale is not tipping. The scale is not going like this. It's not holding. Why is that? You should be asking yourself this. You should be questioning the laws of the universe, physics of what's happening on the east and the west. What's going on? Why is one side fire and the other side is water? Emotional. How are these two doing a dance? Who's going to cancel out who? Water cancels out fire. Oops. Wonder what's coming. Who knows? But what would you like to create? Is the thing. Every single day you have an opportunity to create the reality that you choose to show up for. So let's just hypothetically say this. Say that you're someone that's just struggling along in your business and you're just trying to keep it going and you're just trying to get it because you really love what you do. But do you still have the passion? Do you still have the drive? Do you still have the alignment? Is it still something you're supposed to be doing? Do you take the time to really look at that? You take the time to fill that out. What's it feel like for you? What's calling to you? Everything of what we used to know and how we feel and everything what we showed up for, it is all dissolving now. It really truthfully is. You can sense it, you can feel it. In the morning when I wake up, I just say, okay, Creator, Divine Mother, what would you have of me today? What do you want me to do today? How can I be of service? And sometimes, a lot of time, I'm out doing things that's really nice, you know? And it's just all flowing. And then when you know you're going into the transformation of 5, you're going to go through hell, emotional hell. Everybody here has seen me go through my emotional stuff. Man, it's hard on the body. It's heavy. It's sadness. It's the phoenix. That's what I loved about Magnificent 2. When the beautiful, gorgeous Faye with his nice dreads and gorgeous looking Faye. He shows her the wall of one of the bigger Fays, like that's of her kind. She's the last of her kind, last of her bloodline. And at the very end, when Beastie, I like when she calls her Beastie, Aurora, is getting ready to get arrowed by the queen with all of the powder substance in it, Maleficent turns and gets hit from the back and it dissolves her. And being that I never saw the movie, I thought this was so cool because I remember when he was showing her the wall saying, "You're a phoenix. You got to remember that." And then when I saw her go down into ashes, I said, "Oh, hell, she's going to rise like a phoenix." And boom, she did. And bigger and better. Isn't life just like that? When we're going through so much, being on this planet at this time right now and dealing with all the things that we're dealing with, and the consciousness expansion of how we're working with our guides, we're listening to our beloved light angels of benevolent light and communicating. We're in contact with our ascending masters. We're in contact with our beautiful councils of light, higher councils. I look at all this and I say, oh my gosh, there's no way on this green planet of Mother Earth, Atabe, that I could do this alone. Thank God I'm not alone doing this, because the phoenix work of what's happening on this planet, we're going to hit that 0 point. We're already in it. We're going to go down into ashes. And those of us that choose to rise up out of the ashes, we're the ones that are going to bring everything up. And we're going to leave the ones of that dead energy that chooses to stay in that behind. Is some of us are not going to feel good about it. You're going to lose family. You're going to lose friends, because everyone has a choice. It's free will. Every day I make that choice. What is my imprint? What am I doing? How can I help to wake others up? I am an activator. I am a manifester generator. And when you know who you are and you walk in reverence of that, would you really want to mess with me in Big Lots? I don't think so. You're going to leave me the F alone. You're going to look and say, I don't think I want to mess with her. No, don't. I will shut you down. So I think I really think I give that energy off of, no, I'm not putting one on. I'm here to shop. I really think people, when they see that, I'm 5, you 3. When you step up on 5, let me know. Otherwise, you don't even have a ticket or a seat. And the bus didn't come for you. Goodbye. Kick rocks. But I'm serious. I'm serious. You really have to literally think like that. Because if you don't think like that, you're keeping your energy tethered in 3. You're going along with it. I don't care anymore what happens in 3. I don't care about a T or a B. I don't care. That's on them. You're either with me or you're not. I'm here. Where are you? Because I have things to do. And it's the alchemy of self. It's the stepping into it and really seeing it and listening to those guided messages. Oh my gosh, I need to go here. Oh my gosh, I need to do this. Oh my gosh, I need to go here. I need to go do this right now. And being in that, getting guided messages. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, I don't want to do that, but I guess I have to. When I get a message, go do this, go move this, go pack this up, go leave here. It's like, boom. And then as soon as I do that and I listen, something else opens up and it's better than before. It always keeps getting better. So I find it really interesting if you don't listen and you don't connect to that higher self and you don't put yourself on that fifth dimensional energy, you go through a ping pong effect, and that ping pong effect sucks because it's like bing bing bing. I think I know. I don't know what I wanna do. What do I do? You don't know where you belong. You don't have a sense of connection. You don't have clarity. And then there's just some people that just don't give anything all the way around. They just stay in zone land, not not connected to nothing. They just zone out. Maybe that's where they need to be, zone out, because it's just too much for their bodies and their minds to handle, to deal with stuff. But I find it very interesting what's happening right now. I can't wait to see how the energy is going to flip itself at the end of this month. It's kind of like this. You know how you get to the end of the movie and the credits are rolling, you know, going along, and then all of a sudden you think the movie's over, and then there's just this one little piece that shows up and it gives you another hidden to be continued. So, are we going to have a be continued where it just keeps expanding and expanding into a phoenix and keeps taking us there? I think we will. But one of the things, light workers, everybody that's healers, you really have to listen. You really have to listen now, you know, and create space. If you're by yourself, you create space for your divine partner to come and be with you. I'm creating that space. And I feel like he's just around the corner. I feel like he's just getting ready to drop right out of the cosmos and show up and say hi. And I'm gonna be like, about time you got here. We got things to do. Bring your ether body self on. Let's go. Got time to be waiting on you. Get on the cosmic divine time. That's my new thing now. Also, someone's triggering you. You go like this. Oh, yeah, that's three. Hold on a second. I'm in cosmic time. Step away. Leave them standing there going, did I just get told off? Yes, you just got told off and you don't even realize it. But stick around. Probably in the next few minutes, you'll receive the energy that you just got told off and it'll catch up with you. But I'm serious. I'm serious, people. I'm serious. We're going to start seeing some things that are just so eye-catching, so pronounced when you're in the new timeline, the new fifth dimensional energy. It's already there. You just have to step in it and get used to it. And then you're going to have some fluctuation, trying to adapt to it. And it's going to be a little bit of that dance of in and out. It's kind of like, a little much. Okay, I'm going to stay here for a little bit. Okay, I'm dancing in it. Okay, I'm getting used to it. It's a dance. It's a cosmic dance, the greatest dance we've been waiting for. It's going to outshine everything. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're looking for. That's what we desire. So pay attention to where your energy is. Pay attention if you are kind of putting yourself in energy that's pulling you down. I snapped off not too long ago. I was like, people who call themselves bringing in intel, you know what? If it's not divinely lined up to create a change, and it's just there as a distraction, and you give it, and then it just doesn't pan out at all, why aren't you checking that? And then all together, I'm looking at the energy of the person who's dropping it, and I'm like, I don't even want to be bothered with you. Psh, psh. Yeah, I receive my messages just fine. And I just don't care to do a dance with energies that are going to play agree or not agree. You know what I'm saying? So everyone is information is good to have. Get your info, decipher, decode, keep it moving. Don't get stuck in it. Don't let it fear base you. Don't believe everything you hear to the point to where it makes you a deer in headlights. Or Simon says, place your right finger to your right eye. You know, how did we get here? How did we allow ourselves right now in this moment to have to pick an actual dimensional timeline to be in? How did we get here? Ask yourself this. And those of you that are stressing out about money and paying your bills, stop. Stop. Because that is three. If you detach and move to fifth energy, you will align with the solution. It will come to you. Just like that. And once you really also, my personal thing, when you really step into your goddess energy or your god energy and you step into that and you allow it to flow through you and just be with you, you're that much more connected. And I totally love that too. You know, everything is different. A title, whatever titles, names, whatever you're calling yourself nowadays, doesn't really matter because it's all about that higher heart self, the divineness of your connection, and how are you being in service? How are you showing up? What's going on? You know, I find it really interesting. The more I do this work, the more pronounced it gets, the more I'm just loving what I see and how people are so happy. Because that's what counts. That's what I like. I get every day, I get the results of someone turning a page or things are different. And that's the beauty of everything for me. So, and if you are tethered into energy and things keep reoccurring, why are you choosing to stay tethered to it? Why are you choosing to stay a victim to the energy? Why are you not rising like a phoenix? Why are you not cutting the cords? Because I know people, they can go to healer after healer after healer or whatever for someone to help them. But no matter what you do for them, they are still going to call that energy back because they don't know anything else different. How would their life be if they didn't have drama? How would their life be if they didn't live in fear? How would their life be if they didn't worry all the time? How would their life be if they just weren't in this dramatic drama of creativity, of stress in their life all the time? What would their life be like? Some people are addicted to it. And some people just don't know what their life would be like if they didn't have the old storyline of the victim line timeline still going and still tying into that. You have to consciously make the decision to no longer be connected to that energy, to no longer consent to it, to no longer consent to anything that is of a lower vibration coming into your space, wreaking havoc with you, pulling energy from you, um, causing chaos in your life. You have to you have to take, I don't know who this is for, you have to take inventory of where has your energy been? Where are you saying yes to? that is causing you to have problems. And it's time for you to say no more and mean it. There's some people that glide through and they go, "Oh yeah, I don't want to." They kind of, I call it lazy talk. They don't really stand in the power of who they are and mean it. When you mean something, the universe makes note of it. When you mean it in your heart and your soul, the universe will say, "Got it." But if you kind of wish-washy and say, "Oh well, I hope it works this time," the universe is going to say, "Oh yeah, oh well, I hope it works this time for you too." See how that works? What part of this do you not get? The universe is you, and you are the universe. You are creator energy, and creator energy is you. You are goddess energy, and goddess energy is you. You're God energy, and God energy is you. You're male and female, both existing at the same time. What part of this is so difficult for you to get and understand how powerful you are? And if you stood in that and put that much energy into standing into that versus being in the chaotic energy where you know how that's going to turn out because you just keep putting fuel on the fire, why not stand in truth of who you really are and claim that? Claim that one. Oh, because that one's a little different, right? You can't do that because you don't know how it's going to turn out. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Think about it. Think about it. I don't know who this is for. Whoever's watching this video right now, this is for you to wake up and make that change and stop giving your power away to a person, place, thing, or situation that is no longer aligned with you. And stop making excuses thinking it's okay because it's not. The time is now. Tick tock, tick tock. Kick rocks or get right. Come on. There's no time sitting by wondering. You either feel it or you don't. Like I said, you're either here or you're here. Where are you? Where are you? I know it gets kind of scary out there, but just don't buy into it. Ignore it. Even when I put gas in my car, I say I have God gas. God gas keeps going for a while, a lot longer than human gas. God gas. Just saying. Just try it out. You have nothing to lose at this point. Nothing, but everything to gain by stepping truly into yourself. And those of you that are out there thinking that it's okay to be doing everything yourself, and how's that working for you? Are you asking divine guidance? Are you asking the universe to step in and help you, to align you with the right timeline to find what you're looking for? I make it a game all the time. I'm like, surprise me this morning. What kind of deliciousness am I going to step into today? What's going to be exciting? And boy, some of the things how I've been treated lately has been wonderful. And I'm still saying to walk into that restaurant and to just automatically be treated, you are family, you are VIP to us. How can we give you something good today? Yes. Because you know what? That's how I treat my people that are working with me to help them make change in their life. The VIP group is all about that. Validation, intergalactic purpose. What did you come here to do? When you dropped out of the cosmos and made a conscious decision to be here, what did you come here to do? And step fully into it. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to be scary. And yes, you got to do some inner work. Yes, you're going to have to do some forgiveness. Yes, you're going to have to surrender. Yes, you're going to have to really trust yourself. But in the end, when it's all said and done, and when there's nothing but a pile of ashes of all that you needed to let go of, and then you rise up out of those ashes, you will be unstoppable. Because then your true self rises. And that's what it's all about. We're getting burned up now. We're going through it. How are we going to rise? Because I tell you what, and I know this down to my soul, and I know this down to the soul of my DNA, down into my ancestor DNA, down, down, down into my great grandmother's DNA. We could have already had this situation done with. Could have already been done. Could have already been changed. But because some of us are lazy and do everything, it's taking more time. This could have been done already because some of us still do not realize how powerful you really are. That's what they're afraid of. Their greatest fear is that you step into your power and say no more. Their greatest fear is that you wake up and say no more. Their greatest fear is that you rise and you remember who and what you really are. That's their greatest fear. I say we serve it up on a silver platter and don't even have hors d'oeuvres. We won't even bring the champagne because we are the freaking champagne. Doesn't that feel good when you sit in that and know that if you just knew and sat in that to really understand how powerful you are, that's their greatest fear. Because as long as you're in fear, they got you. They, they feed off of that, they got you. But if you flipped it and rise, mm, mm, mm. What do? Yeah. Then we're talking some true phoenix. Then we're talking some true warriors stepping forward. Then we're talking a new earth for all. Yeah. Let's dance to that one. I'm just saying. Let's dance to that. Why not? Are you hearing me? Ah. So the message for all of you today, just for you, because I no longer am doing any readings for that BT thing. I'm no longer doing any of that because it's kind of boring. I want to just see how we as a consciousness, where our energy needs to rise to. Remembrance of who you are. Ooh. Balance. Love this one. Balance. Number 39 gives that 12. Connecting to that soul tree. That's that ancestral timeline. Here we go. We're done. Let go. Let go and take the sword in your hand and rise with that power. That 1 and 8 is 9. Completion. So I love that. And then let's see with Lemurian. How is Lemurian top on top of this? We're healing. We are going through a paradigm shift. Ooh. We are having the third eye activated. How funny, it's a number 8. So this month alone, there's a lot of boom, open up. Stop using that fluoride toothpaste, that's for sure. Are you ready? Are you ready for this one? Freedom. 25. Freedom. Well, did you receive it? I hope this motivated you. Are you enjoying life right now? Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I love it. We got remembrance, we have balance, we have soul tree, let go. Then we go into healing. We got the air shifting in that paradigm, and then third eye, and then freedom. Freedom, not just around the corner. Are some of us who are already free? We are. Remember who you are. You are a lot powerful than you think. You just have to remember that. All right. Thanks for joining me here on Be So Light. Love you, Mom and Dad. My mom likes to watch my shows. She on? What's she talking about today? um, be good to yourselves and see you on the flip side. Have a good day. Bye.